Good posture. Arms are starting to hang down nicely. This side we're going to talk about as far as leverage. Yeah?
Yes.
So we're going to make that a little straighter. Okay? Which then means that instead of getting our eyes level with the horizon here, we're going to tilt you just a little with your spine, because your right hand's lower than your left on the golf club, right? So as soon as we do that, that'll push your hands further forward, and this will straighten out. Okay? So then from there, I'm just going to put a little mark on here. Then as you start to rotate back, we get a little bit of tilt going on there, okay? So what I mean by that if I stand here and we put a line there, nothing should break that line, right? We should actually have the hips rotating and start to go back target side this way, just ever so slightly as you rotate back. Because otherwise your arms will go up and you'll get a little too steep on it. So you can see where that line's broken. We start to see the hula move going on here. It's a good dance move, not real good for golf though, my friend. And therefore your arm on the other side works up a lot more rather than around. Okay, it should be working around that far. So what happens then is you start to come back down and you're a little steep on it, and then you've got to stop your body and start flicking at it, right? So to remember what that line was there, that was your shaft in the hands at address, right? Now have a look at your hands. They're in front of that point. Have a look at the club face here. Even though it's blurred, you can still see it's way out there, right? Okay. So then it's going to take a lot for you to then square up. And then if you have a look at this leverage again, so when we talk from an injury prevention side of things, you've actually got to the position that we'd like you to with your spine there, but because everything else was a little messed up at the dress, this little area right here is not going to like you too much, your elbow, and over time you keep playing, that little area there is not going to like you too much, okay, because of what you're trying to do with your hands and arms there at the moment. And that's more to do with you not being able to rotate effectively, right? So we set up that way, we've ended up that way, we've just got to get your body to do what we want it to do, okay? And then you start to see your balance here, you move your feet around here. Even though I know you're in school shoes, you still should be able to keep a relatively good stable base, okay? So from my aspect, take all that stuff away, we're going to set you up a little bit better, and then after that we're going to get you turn a little bit more effectively. We probably don't want that angle in your left leg at this point in time. We want it a little bit further forward. From the best players in the world, we know there's roughly about 55% of their pressure in their left foot. Okay, and that's got a lot to do with them pushing that forward, and then the center of mass, so the biggest part of us is tilted that way, kind of 5 to 7 degrees. All right, so we want a little bit more pressure there, a little bit more tilt there, and then we'll start to see you go around a lot more. Okay, so the right hip isn't going to go out, you won't feel the pressure on the outside of your foot. Some people have felt like they push up through that into their ear hole, okay, just to try and get this stable. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.